lets that match get away from him. He hasn't quite gotten over the hump.
And again at the trials.
Yes, at the trials. So he finally gets a big win at the Open over Andrew Howe, 2-0. He's taking on Tyler Caldwell in the semifinals, top half of the bracket, 74 kilograms.
The Magic Man, he's got the funky socks on. He's ready to go. He didn't come here to take second again. I mean, you know what his mindset is. But then again, Tyler Caldwell didn't come here to take second. Kyle Dake didn't come here to take second. And you know Jordan Burroughs didn't show up to take second.
And, that's the great thing. All these guys, they're some of the best guys in the world. They don't have a whole lot of option to go up or down with the widespread weight classes, but I don't think these guys would move anyway. They all believe that they are the best in the world. You've got to have that mentality, and when you get these competitors out there like that, it's going to be a great show for the fans.
On mat 2 will be at 74 kilos, semifinals. Wearing the red for Titan Mercury, Kyle Dake. Wearing the blue for
And as we're talking about the 74 kilogram, Dake and Howe coming out on mat 2. I believe it was the last time they met up. They had that epic overtime match, unlimited overtime.
Oh, and Tyler Caldwell.
He's got to get the leg unlaced. Out of bounds, one red.
So Taylor in on a shot.
Caldwell
shucked it by, had a leg in under both arms, but stepped out of bounds.
And you got to be careful with the folk style, freestyle, everything. That leg has to unlace before that. I believe it was white paddle by the judge. It was confirmed by the chairman for that 1 point step out for Taylor. That's one position where Americans really need to get better. Finishing from that quad pod position.
Yeah, that tripod position, quad pod position.
And, you got to get a supporting point down, an elbow, a knee, a head. And we really struggle there sometimes, especially in big international matches.
We haven't seen much, really, David Taylor savvy offense that we're used to. We're seeing David Taylor coming out, ankle picks, snaps, and we haven't really seen him open up much. And you like to think, is Taylor a little nervous? Is the stage maybe getting to him? Who really knows? This is crazy, though. You got Dake Howe on one match, and you got Taylor Caldwell on the other.
That champion will meet in the best of 3 tonight. Number 1 seeded, Jordan Burroughs.
And really leading up to this, a lot of hype surrounding the 74 kilograms. Go check out King of the Jungle video. If you haven't seen it yet, it will get you fired up for whoever's going to come out of this challenge tournament to take on Jordan Burroughs. It shows everybody kind of getting a little, into Burroughs a little bit, biting his tail, biting his ears. He comes back, double legs. Check out that King of the Jungle video to get you hyped up for tonight.
Yeah, I wanted to sprint 10 miles after watching that video. It got me all jacked up. I don't know how well I would have done running 10 miles, though. Still not too much offense in this first period. Caldwell was on the clock there, so that awards Taylor another point. So he is leading currently 3-0, and we'll tick down here in the first period, 10 seconds left. Not much offense out of David Taylor. Caldwell doing a good job in that hand fight, really keeping him fended off from where Taylor wants to get to.
And there's a lot of conversation every time the trials. You have a guy sitting in the best of 3 series and guys coming through the tournament. Is it better to get on a roll coming through the tournament, or is it better to sit in that best of 3 series? What kind of gamesmanship does Taylor, maybe tactical strategy, that he doesn't want to go out and fire like he normally does? He's had Caldwell's number. He really hasn't been in danger in any of the matches that they've had. So how much of this is Taylor's strategy? You know what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to be a little more conservative and save it for when I need it against either Dake or Howe, and then Burroughs in the championship final if it happens.
Yeah, good snap there from David Taylor. And these two are familiar with each other. Met in the NCAA finals. They've met a lot in their careers over the years. And so there might be a little similarity matchup where he's just familiar. They know how to wrestle each other. It's just hard to really open each other up. Underhook left side for David Taylor.
And it's, okay, now they're looking for passive red. Taylor gets his first warning. He's not on the shot clock yet. That's just the first one. One thing that Taylor has done well in this bout, he's kept his back to the center. He's controlled the center of the mat, and that's why the passivity calls, I think, have been going against Caldwell, that Taylor's holding his position in the center.
And there Taylor's starting to get his hands and feet going a little more with some snaps there.
And it's also, David Taylor in college, he would come out, it wasn't odd to see David Taylor give up several takedowns in a match and come back and win 22-7. You know, and maybe this is...
And there's the first real shot attempt from David Taylor. He gets in deep on a high crotch, and Caldwell looking to scoot the corner, but Taylor does a good job coming out in front, finishes the takedown.
Right into a lace.
Yeah, he's got a lace locked up here. This could be trouble for Tyler Caldwell. And slips on the lace, not going to get it, but a huge takedown there for David Taylor, and he gets the 5-0 lead, and he was on the shot clock there.
And it's, you know, something I was starting there, you know, maybe this is David Taylor understanding freestyle. I can't give up those points, you know, being overly aggressive, where he had a long match in folk style, and he thought, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, we saw Jackson Morse the one year in the dual meet come out, get 5 first-period takedowns, led 10-5, and, you know, Taylor comes back and puts almost 30 points up on the board. So maybe this is a change of strategy, familiarity, but when he got put on the shot clock, he got after it. He wasn't going to give that point up, gets the takedown, and I would say about 60% of the time, going on the shot clock has been an advantage for guys here, that they get to their attacks then, and they score, and it creates a flurry.
And Brock, it's hard to beat guys when you don't give any points, or it's hard to lose matches when you don't give up any points.
Sick defense overall, Matt, too. Kyle Dake gets away from a single leg attempt on Howe.
Yeah, the crowd really erupted after that. 45 seconds left. If you're Tyler Caldwell, you got to pick up your pace, get going. You got nothing to really lose here. You're down 5-0, and David Taylor's going to keep good position here and just fend off those attacks. Caldwell, and on a shot of his own, he gets a takedown late, makes it 5-2, and he's going to look to gut here, and it's going to be just too little, too late for Tyler Caldwell, and that'll be a 5-2 final score as Taylor gives up the late score, and that'll be a win for David Taylor, and not the David Taylor we're used to seeing where we see tons of offense, but